Hello and namaskar and nice to meet you. Welcome to another vlog. This is Ovik with you. Have you ever felt that your happiness is controlled by someone?
You may print anything. You may put anything to print. It may not be in print, but it will be in print one day. The truth will be printed. Printed. The truth will be printed. Printed.
Now, one of my friends complained about the constant negative remark of his colleagues. Then I asked her, what do you do if someone throws garbage in front of your house? What do you do if someone throws garbage in front of your house? Would you bring it inside your house? No. So when someone speaks in a negative tone about us, it's just like that garbage that stinks. Why do you tend to keep that stinking object so close to your heart? Let the garbage be put in the dustbin, which is its proper place. One day, an acquaintance dropped in for a visit to an old man and asked him, "How is your son doing?" "Fine," replied the man. "In fact, he has the solid satisfaction of his son's success in life. He is now the chief executive of a reputed multinational company. So the father says that he does such kind of work which makes me so proud." "Okay," the visitor says, "but does he visit you often?" The arrows are getting sharper. "Well, he does come whenever he has the time. Actually, he remains quite busy, you know. How tough life has become." The old man is still brimming with happiness. But that poisonous arrow strikes again. Now that man says, "What? Tough work? What tough work? What kind of tough or busy schedule you are talking of, old man? We too work like donkeys in our youthful years, and yet we have time reserved for our parents. Yes, we respected our parents so much that time never falls short for my parents. Look," the man says, "you raised your child, gave him good education. Now when it's the child's payback time, he doesn't have time for you. Just think. Can't he spare an hour or two for you in a week?" Intentions apart, the visitor left the old man behind after planting a toxic weed in his mind. The same situation which kept him happy before now became the reason for so many grudges in the mind of the old father. There was a time when the old man always had a sense of pride over his accomplishment in bringing up his own child. Now, after the visitor's toxic remark, the old man feels a kind of void in his own mind. He now suddenly begins to realize that his son doesn't care for him. Now that father loses absolutely his power to understand his son's situation. Actually, the people around us, this kind of visitor, these people are like the witches in Shakespeare's Macbeth. They are, unfortunately, in our life to shatter our happiness. So don't allow others to pass judgments or invite any kind of evaluation expecting appreciation and finally criticism. Why? They are the villain egos in our life who spoils our beautiful relationship with life called Desdemona. So I would like to request to all of my listeners that please don't bother to answer, be dumb when other people blame you. Never try to justify yourself, because one who understands you would never blame you, and one who blames you will never understand. We have simply don't have that much time to think what others think of me. Now see, this is a teeny ball. If we keep it in hand for 1 minute, it's fine. If I keep the ball fixed in my hand for half an hour, it becomes painful. The ball is the same. If you keep it in your hand for a long time, for the whole day, it starts to make you feel the weight of the mountain. So in our life, the role that other people play is as teeny and small as the ball. So simply throw it away. Don't think much about that. You are a complete man, a renowned man without your so-called toxic companions. You are a man in your own right. You are what you are. Just start to love yourself, admire yourself, and in the morning take the place. I will never show a grumpy face before anyone in the morning, because I have no right to disturb those people who really matter in our life. I have no right to make them anxious. Now this happy 2024 would be a bit happier if we just have the time to stand and stare at the mirror and just ask ourselves that is my remote control in someone's hands? That means, is someone's remark, his or her evaluation, rash judgments, sardonic comments make you dull and grumpy faced? If this is so, then the story I will tell is for you. A math teacher, while teaching his teeny students addition, asked, Ram, I give you 2 mangoes in one hand and then 2 mangoes in the other. Please tell, how many mangoes do you have in all? Ram said, 5. The teacher is astonished. 5? The perplexed teacher again says, if I give you 2 mangoes in one hand and 2 in the second hand, how many do you have now? Ram again says, yes, 5. Now the teacher is at her wit's end. She racked her brain. She thought of giving her favorite example of her favorite fruit, strawberry. So the teacher started again by refreshing the old question. So Ram, if I give you 2 strawberries and then 2 more strawberries, then tell how many strawberries do you have now? Now Ram says 4. Teacher is quite happy and satisfied with his strategy. Just to confirm himself that whether he is successful in making the student understand that idea of addition, again asks the same question. Right, Ram, if I give you then 2 mangoes and then again 2 mangoes, now tell me how many mangoes do you have? But alas, Ram says, yes, I have 5 mangoes. The teacher couldn't believe. 5? Is it rational? How is it possible that 2 and 2 strawberries make 4 and 2 and 2 mangoes make 5? Ram, that teeny child, says very innocently, teacher, I have already a mango in my bag. So 2 plus 2 and 1 in my bag amounts to 5. That is 2 plus 2 equal to 5. Is the teacher right when he expects the answer that 2 mangoes added to 2 amounts to 4? Or is the child right when he says that if the teacher gives him 2 mangoes and then again 2 mangoes, it becomes 5 mangoes because he has already 1 mango in his bag. So literally he has 5 mangoes. In fact, both are correct. But it seems that the child is more correct. We are the children of the immortals. We are the descendants of divinity. So why you seek inspiration or motivation or even invite appreciation and criticism from others? You yourself are the most right person. You have the ability within which will make you happy, happier and happiest. So don't allow other to pass judgments or invite any kind of evaluation, expecting appreciation and finally criticism. Why? So we must have the belief we, without the help of anyone, have that ability, have that capacity to solve our own problem. We have that potency to make our morning brighter, days happier. Keep in good spirit. Bye.